Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel. Happy to have you guys here. Let's get started right away. It's gonna be a classic read, so we'll get the oracle card for each of the twins, see what's going on, then we'll see what's some details about the energies of divine feminine, divine masculine this time, and the connection, of course. And last but not least, we'll get some messages between the twins. Okay, let's get started. And of course, the first card goes out to Divine Feminine. Just before I get started, I did mention it, I think, in my last reading that I'll be traveling to another island in a couple of days. So there may be a day or two where there won't be any readings. Hopefully there won't be, but yeah, this is just a heads up that might happen. That will depend on a few things, both in terms of my preparation for the travel and actual settling over there when up there. Okay, so we have number 23 for Divine Feminines. Distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Hang in there until you realize a goal. Nothing is impossible. Number 23. Wow. Such a great supportive message on the new moon time, you know, all about just going for it, believe in it. And even if you don't have specific ideas or steps in mind right now, don't stress. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen for you. Just maybe need to the energy needs to cook a little bit. That's what I like to say sometimes to myself, you know, like, how do I explain this? There are certain things where you cannot make all the changes by yourself. Like, you can't make it happen just by doing what you are doing. It needs involvement of other people who are supposed to be in the right place at the right time for you to connect. Or it might be just something bigger on a more global scale, a more legal scale that also has to happen to give you that background, that baseline. So of course that's where divine timing and divine intervention comes in, right? And those things don't always happen just instantly, just like that, right? Also because there are some cause and effect consequences for those other scenarios, other people that are getting involved, right? So it takes some time. And if you don't see any specific steps for yourself, intuitively from your heart space, then there's a good chance that you're not supposed to really be taking any steps right now. But you've sent your intentions, you said it, and you've sent it to the universe, and that's what matters. So yeah, somebody needed to hear that. Let's see, it's a pretty hot day today, actually, where I am in the big island of Hawaii. I'm very pleased, by the way, that this flowers is still alive. They've been here for more than 2 weeks, and it's great. It makes me so happy. Everyone thinking, come on, you're already in a tropical paradise, right? What's with the flowers? But yeah, it's great. Change direction with ease. And by the way, this was number 23, which comes down to 5, which is about the changes coming in. This one is actual 5. Change direction with ease. So be more flexible, more agile. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you're wanting. You may be in for a surprise. You know how they say, be careful what you wish for, right? So this may really surprise you and show you that what you had in mind as your happiness, as your definition of certain values, certain important things in your life will change drastically. So, but don't make sure that you are open-minded so you don't miss it when it's right in front of you, right? When it's presented to you and it feels great, but then your brain starts telling you, oh, but that it's not exactly what I had in mind, but it doesn't fit XYZ criteria, right? So make sure you don't push it away. Okay, for the main read, I'm going to be using Souls on Fire deck today. I haven't used it for a while. Let's see what we have for the feminines. What's happening with Divine Feminine at this time. Oh, Too many cards. Let me try again. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups jumped in. It kind of fell in reverse. Let's see. Let's get some more information. And the feminine is reaching for the rainbow with the cups. Okay, okay. We have the King of Wands and the Death to clarify. Yeah, so transformation is coming. Divine Feminine has been longing for this emotional fulfillment, for this happy-go-lucky kind of energy where you don't have to work hard for it. You don't have to achieve something in material life or do a lot of inner work in, you know, for your heart and soul, right? It's like, it's that message that it shouldn't be that hard, really, right? But there's a big push for that, like inner push. Is like, that's what I want for myself. I deserve this. I want this. And this part is of course connected with the DM, but it's a very interesting thought here. I'm getting that the feminines are seeing now how evolved DMs are, that they are in this King of Wands energy, right? Which is really as good as it can get for the suit, particular suit. And this is the suit, sorry, this is the wand suit, right? So it's about that wisdom, that inner fire, guidance, and innovation or creativity, whichever way you want to put it. That it's almost like DM is ready. I've been waiting for DM to kind of step up or catch on, or you know, they were maybe feeling like, yes, maybe were feeling that they were dragging them down in a certain way, and they couldn't go far, like too far off that level that DM was on, which wasn't a very evolved level according to DM. But now it's this sudden realization and vision that they are the King of Wands, but it's like there is a bit of a silent treatment maybe in certain regards, which is really divinely orchestrated. Look at this. This is the major arcana, the Death card here, the transformation. The transformation is needed, maybe more than one, but it's not going to happen just because, just if you're only focusing on the union and on DMs to step up or to say something to you, say how much you mean to them, how much they love you, right? All those things, or invite you into their life in a different way, right? Those things that we usually wait for, right? That part is not gonna get you into union or get you the 10 of Cups that you're looking for. That's the big point of that distinctive potential. You are capable to bring that 10 of Cups for yourself, and that will attract DM, not the other way around. So maybe there shouldn't be any waiting, right? You just have to go look for that happiness of yours, whatever that is, right? And it can be with other people, right? I mean, romantically or otherwise, right? We're not saying lock yourself up and just do your spiritual work, or you know, post something online to kind of like you know, to step into your light worker mission and share with yourself. No, of course not. We're all human beings. We are reliant on communicating with other human beings. We need comfort and support from other people. We have a need as twins to be of comfort and support to other people too, right? And it doesn't have to be strangers, right? I mean, I get it. Yes, we're supposed to make a contribution to the global collective, right, at large. But it doesn't mean that we cannot have those close people to ourselves, right? And that's not your twin, and we've all heard the story that they're gonna be that perfect partner in everything. Find other people, and you'll be able to appreciate their companionship even more when they come around. Bingo. Okay, Divine Masculine. I almost moved on to my next deck, but yeah, let's see what's going on with DM right now. Woo! I'm also trying to battle the fan a little bit because it's hot, so I turned on my fan, and it's doing, like, it's blowing this way and trying to mess up my hair a little bit. So we have 5 of Wands in reverse. Let's clarify this. I'm also wearing my kukui knot necklace and bracelet. Why style today? I'm just missing my plumeria flower in my hair, which would actually be under this ear. Okay, we have 2 of Swords and Justice to clarify. Yeah, so DMs are letting go of all the constraints that they see from other people in their life. The good, the bad, like like that frame of reference and frame of mind, right? Things that cause that framing, right? They're letting go of it slowly but surely. Look at the blindfold. Look at that walking, on the rope. How frightening is that? But they are doing it because they want to get to the truth and to get to the balance. They don't want this truth to be changing from day to day, to be dependent on the trends, the culture, the age, the race, whatever it is, right? Whatever is relevant for them. They're searching for their own inner center, structure, truth. I'm sensing that, yeah, it is a little wobbly right now, the energy. But what I'm also sensing is that, especially with this Justice card, which is also a major arcana, there is help coming from universe in that. But the key thing for the masculine, as we saw here, is to change direction with ease. Be ready for that. Be flexible with it, right? It's kind of part of the whole point, right? Where you had certain concepts in your mind, you had certain prejudice yourself, right? We like to judge others for that, but we do have judgment ourselves, whether we want to admit it or not, right? And this is letting go of that and taking on a different direction, seeing things differently, even things that you thought you had all figured out. What makes me happy? What kind of person I want to be my life partner, right? How do I want to be spending my time, my life, my resources, right? Any and all of these kind of big questions. Wow. Let's see what the connection is like right now with this deck. This is the Witch's Tarot. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna count that. Quite a few cards, but I'll take them. On the one hand, we have the Star, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, definitely moving towards a bigger goal, a more pure goal that will be, could be seen as a financial success, but it doesn't have to be dependent on that criteria. Like, I'm not gonna do it if I don't see a clear way to make money of it or become successful or something, right? Like, that's not the point anymore. On the other side, we have Queen of Swords and 10 of Swords, right? So there is this bittersweet truth is coming in for the twins on what was true, what wasn't true in their life. And it's burning them with pain. It's hard to admit, to get your head around it, right? And that will include mistakes that the twins are making themselves, right? Because, like I said, it's easier to judge other people, but there is a look in the mirror that is needed for a lot of things, to figure it out, to make the right changes, to be able to change direction and to see your potential, right? We are all one, and I'm getting very strong message that the law of oneness is important to acknowledge, to remember, to recall, to maybe affirm even, right? If you have mantras or affirmations about that, do that. I don't have my Gabby Bernstein deck with me. There were quite a few cards in that deck, the Spirit Junkie deck, about it, but you can find it online, I'm sure, right? The law of oneness is a huge deal, especially when you're building relationships with other people, whether it's more personal or professional level, it still works. And your day-to-day interactions, whether they are like one-off and you're never going to see that person again, or it's somebody that, I don't know, your neighbor, a cashier at your local store, maybe somebody you're taking the train with every day, right? Because they're going the same direction, the same time, right? It can be any of those roles too, and we often don't pay a lot of attention to those, but little by little they build up our own energy field and our beliefs. Because if we connect with those people on a regular basis, we do give off our energy to it, and we do receive something from them. So if those interactions are unhealthy, then like a good part of your life, a good chunk of it, is going to be in that unhealthy place. Okay, last but not least, messages from DM to DF. First of all, okay, got a couple here. I have so much desire for you and I want to get you drunk. Okay, I think this is pretty straightforward. To me, this matches very much the King of Wands energy we just saw. But yeah, this is like, oh, I don't know if I can resist this any longer or much longer. This is adorable. It just feels adorable, like, like DMs are trying to stay cool and kind of keep it cool, be like, yeah, I'm fine, just fine, and keep the distance. But it's like their whole essence is being pulled towards the DMs. It's hard, yeah, it's hard to resist. I feel like after being on the journey for like 3 years now, I feel like it's for DMs, the struggle is more of an emotional connection, right? Like not being on the same page in communication, not having that alignment, right? Not having that support both ways. But for DMs, the biggest struggle is the physical one, not being together on that level. And look at that. Divine Feminine says the wand is also the sexual vibe, that's physical energy, right? And the next card is Yana. The F says like there's so much more to this than that, and that's great. Feels good, right? It's great, but there's a lot more to discover here, and it's making the Fs even more excited than actually being physically with that partner, right? Like all this world of love, of kindness, of compassion, of the universal knowledge, of wisdom, of healing that could be brought to the world is a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon.